Welcome back to the high school football forecast on the Acadiana Postgame Show, the Week 5 edition. I'm your host, Greg Larner. All right, let's take a look back at our Player of the Week from week number 4. It comes to us via the Notre Dame Pios and running back CJ Thibodeau. The Pios got a big win over Teurlings last Friday, 42-31, and in the win, the running back, he carried the load. 35 carries, 304 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He was a man amongst boys in that game and really carried the Pios to the victory. All right, let's look at our 3 matchups here in week number 5 that I'm looking out for this week. And the first one comes to us via Talk Radio 960 is where you'll hear it. It's the Catholic High New Iberia Panthers at the Ascension Episcopal Blue Gators. The Panthers 1-3 on the year, and the Blue Gators, they're 3-1. But this is a District 7 2A game, and this one could be a little bit tricky because Catholic High has had a very tough schedule through their first 4 games. In the first 3 teams that they played so far this year, they're a combined 10-1. And even Ascension Episcopal Blue Gators head coach Matt Desermo said, if we play that same schedule, we might be 1-3 at this point. Brett Indes, the head coach for the Panthers, also has had a tough time getting a read for his team at this point. Some players that we have to look out for the Blue Gators, you got to look out for Cole Simon, their quarterback, who's thrown 7 touchdown passes to only 1 interception. Also, wide receiver Logan Overton. He's been very good. 11 catches, 230 yards, and 3 touchdowns. On the Panthers side of things, you got to look at quarterback Trey Amos. He's been really good. He's athletic. He can throw the football. 6 touchdown passes to only 2 interceptions. And then running back Trey Henry as well. 300 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. All right, let's take a look at our second game of the week this week. And it's a pair of 4-0 teams doing battle in the Acadiana area. It's Catholic of Baton Rouge heading on down to STM to play the Cougars. The Cougars, they're coming off a big win at home against Neville last weekend, 35-6. We know the offense. It's stellar. You got Caleb Holstein, Jack Beck. But what you don't know, or you might not know, is the defense for the Cougars has been phenomenal this year. They're allowing just 11.5 points a game through the first 4 games. It's going to be a heavyweight fight with the Bears. And the Bears, their offense, they're averaging 41 points per game. And their defense, pretty stout as well, only allowing 15 points per game so far this season. The one player to watch on that side for the Bears, it's got to be their quarterback, Jackson Thomas, who's one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Louisiana. All right, our final game that I'm watching out for this week, it's our game of the week, and it's on News Talk 96.5 KPEL. It's the Teurlings Rebels at Breaux Bridge. Rebels 3-1, Breaux Bridge 4-0. They've been one of the pleasant surprises here in the Acadiana area. The Rebels, they're looking to rebound after their loss against Notre Dame last weekend. The offense will need to be on their A game because the Breaux Bridge defense, it's mighty fierce. Talking about the Tigers. They haven't allowed more than 19 points in a contest this season. The Rebels ranked 8th in the Acadiana Advocate Power Rankings this past week. And with the Tigers, they're ranked right above them at 7. They jumped into the top 10 this week. The Tigers, they got a big road win at Eunice, 28-15 last week. Wide receiver Darrington Gerard was amazing. 5 catches, 195 yards, 3 touchdowns. And the defense, they were pretty stout as well. Had 7 takeaways against Eunice. That's a job well done. All right, so that's going to do it here for week number 5 on the Acadiana Postgame Show, the high school football forecast. I'm your host, Greg Larner.